And every time Sora saw the way his body changed, he kept thinking of that time, that horror, where he choked out Kairi. At the mysterious tower, many members of the main cast either stayed in their rooms to chill, or they went on their separate ways to do whatever the hell they want. Sora and Don and Goofy didn't know what to do next, but Yang said it would be like, go tomorrow world, haha, and that's what they did. In this particular case, they went to Halloween Town, and Mickey Mouse joined them for the ride because he had nothing better to do at the moment. In Halloween Town, the gang noticed that something was wrong. All the buildings were destroyed. The citizens was running away. The mayor was screeching for help while the Heartless was jumping on top of him trying to kill him. And Jack Skellington, who was being overwhelmed as he was trying to save the town. And of course the gang came to help them out. Jack informed the gang that Oogie Boogie somehow made it back to life and kidnapped both Sally and Dr. Finkelstein. The problem was that they were both in two separate locations. Therefore they split into two teams. Team 1 was Sora and Jack finding Sally, and Team 2 was Mickey, Donald, and Goofy finding Dr. Finkelstein.
Eventually,
on Mickey's side, the gang was just walking through Halloween Town to find Dr. Finkelstein. But for some reason, Mickey kind of seems a little off right now. What's wrong, Your Majesty? It's nothing much, Donald. Don't worry about it. Come on, Your Majesty. We're your friends. We can tell something is troubling you. Tell us what's wrong. Alright then, recently I just kept on thinking that all the events have transpired so far. The Keyblade War that's to come, Xehanort's plan, the tragic fates that occurred to Aqua, Ven, and Terra, even the kidnapping of the princesses which was Maleficent's plan, and the journey and pain I put you both through as well. All of this occurred because of me. This was all my fault. Nonsense, this isn't your fault at all, Your Majesty. But it is! Think about it. If I wasn't so weak back then during the battle against Xehanort in the Keyblade Graveyard, Ven, Aqua, and Terra would have still been alive. When Axum's apprentice Xehanort appeared, I should have realized it was him from the beginning. Especially since they were both using the same name, as well as they looked very similar to Terra. When Maleficent started collecting the princesses, I should have realized this was all Xehanort's doing, because that was the only way for Maleficent to learn the truth about the other warriors. And hell, I even left Aqua in the realm of darkness for so many years, even though I knew she was there, goddammit. What the hell have I been waiting for? I could have stopped all of this, but in the end, it spiraled out of control. Now I wonder if I'm even fit to be king. Wow, it really is your fault. His Majesty is to blame. Say what now? In that moment, after Goofy and Don took a moment to look at each other, and Mickey himself had no idea what the hell was going on, out of nowhere, both Don and Goofy punched Mickey Mouse in the face and knocked him down on his ass. What the hell are you doing, Mickey? Why are you sniveling on the ground like some pathetic coward? So all the bad things that happened to all of us was your fault without question. And it's true that if you were more diligent, you could have probably avoided it. Do you want my sympathy? Well, boo-hoo! You ain't getting any. Alright, Donald, let me take it from here while you cool off a bit. He's all yours, Goofy. Mickey, I understand that you hold a heavy guilt in your heart, but you can't beat yourself over it. If I were to quote the words of Regis Lucis Kylo, a king pushes onwards, always accepting the consequences and never looking back. Always remember this, Mickey. We will always believe in you no matter what. And most importantly, make sure to believe in yourself. Because if you can't even do that, then there's no point. So answer me, Mickey. Do you believe in yourself to do what you think is right and save this world from the grips of Xehanort? I do believe in myself. I can do this. Well, look at that. He does have the qualities of a king after all. And it's a good thing to boot. Or else Queen Minnie would be beating his ass again like what happened last Christmas. Did you forget, Donald? I wasn't the only one that got my ass beat. You forgot what Daisy did to you on Christmas? Ooh, that was frightening indeed. Well, it's a good thing that I'm a bachelor then, huh? even though they had a nice moment. Sadly, it must come to an end since it was surrounded by Heartless. But the most interesting thing here is that the fact that this is the first time we ever see the Disney trio, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, team up to fight against the Heartless. So yeah, shit was about to get real.
Meanwhile,
At Sora's side, where both Sora and Jack Skellington were fighting the Heartless, something was off with Sora. You see, every time he fought, he just kept on hesitating because the moment he attacked with his Keyblade, he saw flickers of darkness rising from his body. And it got so bad to the point where parts of his body transformed into Anti-Sora. And every time Sora saw the way his body changed, he kept thinking of that time, that horror, where he choked out Kairi. Holy shit, Sora, what's wrong? I don't think I can do this. I just can't. Sora, calm down. Take a nice deep breath and explain to me what just happened. I don't want to go to the dark side. I don't want to turn evil. You see, I was able to use the power of waking by accident to save Veng. And I think, honestly, not so sure, but I think during that hallucination where I saw Roxas and that other person in my heart, I might have used the power of waking again. But the drawback was too much to bear. I killed Kairi with my own two hands. Even though it was an illusion, it was too much. I'm scared, Jack. I don't know if I can keep fighting like this anymore. Sora, do me a favor and shut your ass up. First of all, what incarnation is a power of waking? Actually, you don't need to bother explaining that to me. I don't even want to know. But what I do understand is that you're scared of losing the people you care about. Look, I understand all too well the fear of losing people you care about. Right now, as we're trying to save Sally and Dr. Finkelstein, if they were to die at the hands of Oogie Boogie, I don't know what the hell I would even do with myself. And honestly, that scares the shit out of me. How do you cope with it? It's not easy, let me tell you this. But this is something you have to figure out on your own. But from my previous experiences of ignoring the warnings that Sally and Dr. Finkelstein always gave me, I learned that besides trusting in myself, I should also have faith in them. Have faith that you believe that they can take care of themselves, and if they're ever in need, you do everything you can to help them. Remember, Sora, it's okay to be afraid. We all do. That's what any person with a heart would feel. But in spite of that fear, you must be brave and have the confidence in yourself, because that is the only way you can keep moving forward no matter what happens. You're right, Jack. I was too afraid to keep moving forward besides what I experienced and what might happen. I have faith, and I will trust Kairi's abilities to take care of herself. But even if she ever needs me, I will do everything in my goddamn power to save her no matter what. And if I see this darkness coming, and even if it scares me, I will be brave and face my fears to control that darkness and to make sure it can't take over me, and I will beat his ass to the ground. Alright, great, you're back, Sora. Now in that case, we shall get on our way. To be continued. No!